Merry Christmas and welcome to the Midnight Oil, the only podcast dedicated to staying up late and catching Santa Claus on my property. Get off, you dirty red communist. My name is Ryan Alexander Lee. Some people call me Ryan, some people call me Alex, but my dance partner calls me Rudolph, because whenever I hit the dance floor, oh baby, I slay. I'm joined here by my dance partner, Ben Brandon. Ben, how's that little dip maneuver we've been practicing going?
Oh, I've been busting it down. We get low, baby.
So very low. Joining us on the podcast for a very special episode is our fuzzy-headed elf. He's beautiful. Give a very warm welcome to Crawford.
Ahoy, ahoy. Hello, I'm here.
This is amazing. Welcome to the podcast.
It's great to be on.
It's great to have you be on. How's it going?
I'm definitely microphone's on.
We already have to edit something out. This is great. This is amazing. What's guys? It's that special time of the year. It's Christmas. I mean, we're a little bit behind, but like this comes out, so we're all gonna pretend it's Christmas.
'Tis the season, man. Christmas starts early.
To be
The S is silent.
And right now I am in the season of giving you all amazing podcast episodes. Maybe we should like consult the Ben event. Is it time? Oh yeah.
I believe it is time.
Guys. What's going down with you, Ben? What you got prepared for us, Big Ben?
Well, I just got a couple fun Christmassy holiday-themed questions for y'all today. And you know, I'll start off easy.
Scandalous.
I know, really crazy. Alex, what is your favorite Christmas song?
That's a hard one. I found some in recency.
There's one option. Yep. There's one option you have.
I only have one option, apparently. I've discovered a jazz artist named Benny Bannack III, who I'm rather fond of. But there's like a long history of Christmas songs that I really like. 3 of them, and Crawford, I'm sure, is aware of one of them. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna pick the one that Crawford is probably thinking of. I'm the Happiest Christmas Tree by Nat King Cole is definitely up there.
That is what I was expecting you to say.
Good choice.
It's a great one.
Right. And I like to get both of y'all's opinions on all of these questions. So Crawford, what is your favorite Christmas song?
You know, it was Luke's #1 played song last year. And of course it has to be All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
She is a great woman.
She is
Can't
making
confirm.
bank.
Actually, I cannot confirm.
It is really impressive. You can really mark the time of the year by how much All I Want for Christmas Is You gets played.
That's so true.
Impressive. But, moving on from songs, what Christmas foods that are iconic to y'all's families will you be bringing to show me? If y'all had to really just knock my Christmas socks off. We'll start with Crawford on this one.
I mean, Santa likes them best. Some cookies and some milk.
Okay.
You cannot go wrong with the classics.
You cannot.
Alex can.
Shots fired.
I actually am about to destroy the classics. See, you know, when it comes to the holiday season, cooking is not like the big thing that we do as a family. So I'm trying to think of like a real holiday special. I'm sure there's a baked good I'm forgetting, because we bake on occasion. It's probably it might be a little sad to say, but it really is about the nog in the fam. We're a big nog fam.
Okay.
While we may not be making the nog, we will definitely be chogging on the nog. We will be like absolutely consuming that nog.
You have
We'll
a
be going
nog
hard.
chog.
The nog chog pog.
Okay. Interesting. I like it. Now,
We're like 5 minutes in, and it's not making any sense.
descending into chaos already.
It's great.
Alright, so, in the vein of the Santa Claus movie, which I am desperately hoping that y'all have both seen,
Yep.
as you know, if you perchance happen to, be involved in an accident with Santa, you become Santa Claus. Correct? This is facts.
Yep.
Yes.
So-
Yes, you're factually sound.
If one of y'all were to, per se, be in this sort of a heinous accident, and y'all become Santa, what improvements and or changes would y'all make as Santa? We'll start with Alex for this one.
You're really putting me on the spot here. I think if I had to go with my gut, I would revolutionize the modern travel agency. If Santa Claus is getting to literally every home in less than like 12 hours, I could destroy the airplane economy. Hell, I could personally kick Jeff Bezos in the booty bottom and just like topple his entire industry. I would be the next Amazon, and I would become filthy rich, and then I would give it to the poor on Qumu, cause it's Qumu, and
Very in the Christmas spirit.
Crema.
and everybody deserves to have a lovely holidays, except for Jeff Bezos, because he didn't get my package on time.
Fair.
Of course, it's Jeff.
Can't stand him.
Yep.
Jeffs.
Crawford, what?
No offense to any
What would
Jeffs
your
out there.
Santa be like?
My Santa, if I was Santa, I would definitely make an elf Bill of Rights, giving my elf brethren the Bill of Rights.
Interesting.
The greatest Christmas gift one could achieve.
No, you see, because
Liberdizing
Santa
the elves.
kind of forgets about his elves. He doesn't
Does.
actually give Christmas presents to his elves. He
That's
gives it to
true.
all the people of the world, but he
I mean,
forgets his elves.
Do they
So
get paid
this time, I would give back to my elves.
Do they get
That
paid
is a
time
noble
off?
cause.
Do they get maternity leave? We don't know.
Well, according to the movie Elf, no.
No, this is terrible. This is like, what are they living in the medieval times?
They could get Labor Day.
Labor Day. God bless the troops.
Crawford, you will right the wrongs of this world.
There are many wrongs to be righted.
Mm-hmm.
Many lefts to be righted again.
Indeed. Now, for our final question of the day, we'll start off with Crawford. If there was going to be a holiday based around you, what would this holiday be like?
Be like or be named.
Either. Take this question whatever direction you want.
This could go in a million different ways.
True.
So for this one, I would probably say National Pick Up an Instrument Day. Either that
okay.
or National Band Haircut Day.
I like it.
This is the reforms we needed in our society. Oh goodness, how altruistic! And now I'm posed with the same question, but Crawford has completely uprooted me by encouraging creativity and musical ability in us all. We all have a music in our soul. About me, jeez. What's important to me? I mean, like, if I gotta go with, like, if I really had to pick a day, this might already be a day, but it'd be like National Board Game Day probably. But like you have that day off, and then you have to go play board games with your cool friend who has a lot of board games and no one to play it with. That would be the day. It'd be very good for me. I'd use it often.
According to Google.com, April 11th is National Board Game Day.
Well, I have decided April 11th is now my day. April 11th has been claimed by me.
April 11th, Google, you're wrong. It now says Ryan Lee Day.
Poggers. Today's episode, super jolly, good golly molly. It's that time of the year where we're all thinking about that special someone in your life. No, you're not. You want to know what you're putting under that tree. Today's episode, present, boys. I'm sure we'll talk about what your favorite present is of all time, but I want to know. I gots to know if you could give yourself a present. What is the greatest possible present you could ever give yourself? Reason, like it can be big, but like it can't be something that like no one would literally ever have. I'll give you an example. Knowing myself,
I have a great one.
Perfectly, and like this, if basically what I'm trying to say, if you got this gift, it would literally be the coolest gift ever. And don't give me something dumb like money, because like everyone wants money, but like personally for me, I would want like a massive, I want to say like 6 foot by like 4 foot oil painting of myself, one that I could hang up in like a den, and like, you know, super, it's got that like crisp like paint texture, like it's gorgeous. I'm like in a nice suit. I want it to look like, you know, like a Victorian era sort of thing, but like I'm like looking all prim and proper, but my face is just like me going like like a really dumb face, so I gotta hang up in like a den, and it's just like, oh look, what? And he's like,
So this is something that you can point out to the guests of the Lee household, just making
Like,
fun of yourself.
welcome to the estate. And it's just like me being like, bleh. That's what I
Always
want.
watching over you.
Yes. Whoever can, I know this is really on the spot, but whoever's got one, let me hear it.
I have a good one. All of us can relate to this.
Definitely.
The gift that I would give myself is a girlfriend.
Okay, but
Interesting.
okay, Crawford.
This is all relatable.
Sure, but like, who doesn't want a beautiful a lady in the line? I'm talking about like, we gotta get specific.
Specific.
Like, what's
Are
the
you
core?
Are you talking about the girlfriend? Like who? Get it.
I got a list of names right now. We're calling them out. Jenny, where are you?
Stacy's mom.
Sicilian's mother. No, Carver, there's not like a specific type of guitar, like,
Okay. Now that you mention that,
yeah.
One thing would be, so you know, whenever bands tour, they have these giant wall of guitar amplifiers.
Yeah.
Give
Not
me
really,
one of
but I'm gonna
those.
pretend like I do.
Oh, Ben knows.
Ben, he
I know.
knows.
I would get me a 100 watt Marshall stack, crank it to 11, put it in the library, and just start shredding.
Okay.
Public
And just
library.
Yes,
livening up people's lives.
quite literally.
I don't know what about that was literal, but sure.
Instilling
Ben.
life.
Well, I would liven up my own life with my gift, because I would be getting myself. I don't know how far I can really go with this, but I want a hot tub. But not just any hot tub. I want a nice, and I say nice, like outdoor back patio hot tub setup. Like I want the whole deal. Like
Keep going.
I don't
Explain.
just want the hot tub. I want like the nice like flagstone like ground around it. You know, get the ambiance right.
Would you want one
Like
of
the-
those like a whirlpool?
I wouldn't say no. I mean, if I am being so generous to myself, I mean, I think I'd treat myself to a nice little whirlpool, yeah.
That was great. I really just wanted to like get like the what is the like the core of each of the both of you, like if what is the greatest inner desire, and apparently for Crawford, it's love. Crawford's a little lonely this holiday. Ain't we all been there, brother?
All I need is some hot water, man, and I'm good.
Get me an electric kettle. And
That's the dream.
that is the dream. I have always considered, like, and it's a bad idea, what would happen if I bathed in soda? Like, would it feel really weird? I'd imagine I'd smell like soda, but then I'd need like another bath to get the like sticky soda-ness off of me.
Yeah.
But I'd smell
You'd
like
feel great
Barks
after.
Root.
You'd feel
I'd smell
great.
like Barks Root beer.
Yeah.
Top 10 things to bathe in.
I want to know what it'd be like to swim in the carbonation. Like, I feel like that'd be really trippy.
That would be weird.
Like, would it be extra, like, floaty? Would you, like, I don't know, would it be, like, really easy to just, like, float in it? Or
Would you,
I
like-
want to know how that plays.
Is carbon dioxide less dense or more dense than air? Well,
What?
shoot, that's
I
a
believe it's more than...
that's a
it's-
dumb question because the air is part carbon dioxide.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think,
I-
Crawford, I did not bring you on this podcast to make me think, all right? Like, but I was gonna say, on the terms not using my brain, would I suffocate faster in carbonated water? Cause it's like it's carbon dioxide-y. Not like water has H2O, and that's a little bit oxygen if my chemistry years.
This
are
is assuming
correct.
that you have gills.
Nah, man. But like the water is infused with carbon dioxide, so it's like more not good breathy.
That is true.
Yeah.
This may pose an even greater hazard to our health, but you know what? As the saying goes, risk it for the biscuit.
That's a Brandon certified classic.
It is. Biscuits and hot tubs, that's all a Brandon
my
boy
gosh.
needs in life.
That's actually that sounds amazing right now.
What about biscuits in a hot tub?
That's what I thought we were referring to. That would be so good.
It's the peak of life.
Give
Don't get
yours-
better than that.
Give yourself the gift of a warm hot tub biscuit. On the topic of sodas and the holiday season, do you guys remember when Sprite Cranberry was invented? What a monumental time to be alive.
It is the thirstiest time of the year.
True. Isn't there like another one?
Sprite blackberry?
I don't know. Like I thought they did like Sprite Cranberry 2.
Yeah.
I don't
The sequel.
Double the cran. Double the berry.
Double the LeBron James.
And then he went on to make Space Jam 2. So like that was
Oh.
like the pinnacle of his career, bro. That's where it started.
He's just doubling up on everything.
He was saucing all those monsters, bro.
Though he did. I like the part when he said Sprite Cranberry. Yeah. Good times.
That was a good time.
I remember that very fondly. You know, maybe I should have not opened my mouth until I had thought of something to say, but as I continue to talk, maybe a good idea will come out. They
How we
say
do.
the now is a present because it's the present and it's a gift.
Uh-huh.
I'm really thankful for right now. I'm spending it with my boys, talking about Qumu.
Right now it's pretty good.
Right now
fan.
is top 10 events of today.
I
Easily.
would say so. Well,
Because,
not a lot's happened today,
yeah,
considering it's midnight.
that's very true.
It is. Okay, actually, that's a great. I'm so glad you brought that up. Whose idea was it to start the day in the middle of the night? Why couldn't we have started the day at sunrise?
That's a good
That
thought, though.
makes a lot more sense.
First of all, if we're gonna do time zones and the fact that the day will start it starts an hour apart for every time zone, then it doesn't matter if it's synchronized. We can just do it at sunrise, right? Like, why do I have to split my night in two? It might be confusing for people that wake up earlier than sunrise because they've woken up in the previous day, but I think midnight's really weird. Even scheduling these little beautiful podcasty moments, I have to say the night of X and then the morning of this, because if it was just at sunrise, I could say we record the night of that day. I don't get why we start the day in the middle of 12.
It really doesn't make sense, because that's completely being wasted. All of the people that are always oh man, you gotta start the day, be productive. No one's actually starting the day at the start of the day. It's all just wasted. Everyone's lying. Earliest people are giving up it's 4 or 5.
But Ben, maybe you're going to bed too late. Maybe you just need to get a good night's rest and wake up at the start of the day. Maybe your clock is just off. Maybe everyone's clock is off.
Hey, that's what we do here. We're making those
That's
reforms.
true.
We've started out the day by joining together in camaraderie and discussing the most magical time of the year.
Crema.
Do you think people are nicer or meaner on Crema? Because I feel like this is my first Crema in retail. I feel like it's a mixed bag. Some people get nicer on Crema. Some people become primal savages at Crema.
I guess it just depends on your sample size and who you are comparing.
I think it can also vary, because going off of the Grinch standard, if you will, some people get increasingly more mean as Christmas comes, as seen in said Grinch, but they also then get infinitely nicer. So, I think you can have people not only getting both nicer and meaner, but you can also have the same person getting nicer and meaner.
Just give it more time and love.
Mm-hmm.
Like a chia pet.
Yeah. The Christmas spirit grows like whatever plant is in a chia pet.
The Grinch would make an awesome chia pet. He's
Would.
already green.
How do we know he's not a chia pet to begin with?
Turned sentient by the magic of Christmas. The Grinch chia pet then wreaked havoc upon a small town in Alaska.
Sounds about right.
I'd watch it.
Santa's cousin happened to be in that town.
Who is Santa's cousin?
I don't know. I guess we're not supposed
Someone
to
in
know.
Alaska.
How's it going, Alaskans?
Alaskans just be big. Alaska is just massive.
Okay, so your argument...
It is over
For-
twice the size of Texas. Is this correct?
I believe so,
Probably.
It is the
but-
chunkiest of the states.
but I asked how Alaskans were, and you said, okay, Crawford brain moment right here. Because Alaska is really big, it must therefore follow that it has to be big so that the people there have enough room because they are big.
We're following Texas logic, but just cranked up to 10.
I bet Alaskans are very cool.
I bet they're pretty chill. But
No,
But,
but like, if you live in like this beautiful wintry time tundra, but then when it gets all like warm, it gets all like pretty and cold. I bet they're living a pretty. I bet they're pretty cool people.
I bet June in Alaska is pristine.
It is. Can confirm.
You've been?
I've been to Alaska.
What?
Yes.
Ben, we were not
Yeah,
notified
Let
of
there
this.
be shock and awe.
You think you know a guy?
I'm in shock and awe.
It's dope. Very cool place.
Is the like fish good? Like Alaskan salmon?
It is
and
really
stuff?
good. I did have salmon when I was there. It is really good. I also saw some glaciers.
Whoa.
It was dope. And some bears. And
And
a
bears.
ton of eagles. Dude, they have so many eagles
Whoa.
there.
Oh my gosh. This is you're cool.
Did the
You're
eagles
really
happen
cool,
to be
Ben.
bald?
They were. It was pretty dope. Ooh, and a lot of whales. They have quite a lot of whales there as well.
Whales.
That's my mating call.
He's trying to get that girlfriend. Canonically, like 10% of our listenership is female, but also like, unfortunately for you, Crawford, 80% of our viewership is also underaged. So you're on the wrong podcast if you're trying to find yourself a mate.
I thought you were gonna say 80% of our viewership is male, and 10% is female. What about the other 10%? But
stuff in
that
between.
is not what occurred.
No, unfortunately, our viewership. I mean, not unfortunately. You know, we're bestowing wisdom upon the youth of America.
Wait. So 80% are underaged, but only 10% are female. There's still some wiggle room there.
There's a little wiggle room, Crawford. There's a little. I'm just saying statistically.
It
Not a
is
lot of wiggle room.
possible,
Do we need to start open like a hotline?
but unlikely.
Hey, I would not be opposed to turning this podcast into like a romance show. Finding love.
What was that one that? Oh, Lover Host. That's what it's called. You played Lover Host on the Midnight Oil.
I imagine we'd want to be a little more wholesome. If I remember correct, Lover Host was about financial gain. Probably.
It could be.
It could be.
So with
I'm
Lover
thinking we do
Host,
something more along the Tinder lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like swipe left, person just gets kicked off the podcast. And we keep the next one off.
We're very exclusive.
So do y'all think that Santa is just like the goat at giving presents, and like Miss Claus' like birthday and like everything is just like the best for her? Or do you think he like spins it all up on Christmas?
I'd imagine like one, he's at home 364 days of the year.
true.
That's got to be taxing on any sort of a relationship. Let's just throw that out there. I hope Mrs. Claus is all right. You know.
I don't know,
Like-
man. Santa's a pretty dependable guy.
Like dependent or dependable?
Dependable.
I hope so. You know,
He's a hard-working dude.
that's fair.
He goes
does
to
prepare-
work 364 days of the year and then rewards himself by seeing kids and eating milk and cookies one night of the year.
Oh, so you think he's working and he's not putting it on the elves?
I think he's helping the elves out. Kind of like
How
a
wholesome.
supervisor.
Very jolly supervisor. What was the question? Mrs. Claus is Mr. Claus good at giving gifts to Mrs. Claus?
Yeah, for like birthday and anniversary and stuff, you know, the works.
I think after a certain point they had to stagnate, you know?
Fair.
Like only a certain amount of times. This is of course assuming it's been the same Santa Claus since like whenever we assumed he existed.
Santa's immortal. But this
He is?
spec there's no evidence to preclude that he's not.
I'm not questioning. Can we have Santa on the pod?
I'd be down. Santa, if you're watching,
Same.
hit us up. But this begs the question: what is Santa and Mrs. Claus's anniversary? When did Santa marry Mrs. Claus?
Interesting. I want to say, like, I feel like he would have married her, like, on Christmas. You know?
That
Just
makes
'cause, like, that's
sense.
how dedicated he is to the grind, like, the Christmas spirit.
Okay,
Just to make it
true.
really convenient
I can
for
back
himself.
up. I can back up your point here because Santa delivers all the Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. He's probably
You're
back home
right.
chilling on December 25th.
Good point,
True.
good point. And because he's really bad at remembering things, which is why he does it on one day of the year, he just combined the anniversary and like for the most important woman in his life is the most important day of his life. That's really poignant.
He's a smart man.
Santa is wise beyond his years. He's got that big, beautiful beard.
Voluptuous.
How many like so like you know how Santa reminds me of Jesus, I think. We all have preconceptions about Jesus, but like once you start like peeling back the layers, Jesus probably wasn't a hot blonde surfer dude with ripped abs like we all think. How many aspects about Santa do we have to rip away before he's not like really Santa anymore? Like is the jolliness at his core the important thing? Like if I get rid of the beard and like the red suit and the big beautiful belly, but he's still a jolly dude, could that be Santa, or is it like nah, man?
Well, Santa was derived from Saint Nicholas, and I can't remember anything about Saint Nicholas.
He punched a dude in the face because he said something wrong about Jesus.
That was Athanasius, and that is true.
Do you guys remember in World War II, like in the middle of like one of the big battles, it was Christmas, so like the American soldiers and the German soldiers stopped fighting and like played soccer or football?
I do remember that.
I do not
yeah.
remember that.
No, it's like it sounds not true, but I'm pretty sure it's true. That's pretty beautiful. Like that's pretty cool that happened. I just don't know what happened afterward. Like they've all like, you know, they've talked, they've found this human connection of like, wow, we're all people and we all, you know, want happiness.
And football.
Oh right, yeah, you guys were the dudes that didn't like murdering Jewish people. Yeah, we have to shoot those dudes down. Sorry.
This is awkward.
This is really sad. But it is Christmas, so here, you want like some like a cool hat, I guess.
It'll look good on your gravestone.
Oh man, this got dark real quick.
We can
Oh,
go
I
back
was-
to the beauty of it all.
I was merely
It's-
quoting the Allies. Or the French.
It is
We don't
pretty-
talk about the French.
Oh, not the French. orange.
It's pretty beautiful to think that, you know, that war doesn't exist because Christmas. Boom. No fighting. It's Christmas.
I don't know, man. Have you seen like the last minute rushes on presents? I'd say war definitely has existed on Christmas before.
Do people Christmas shop at like 3 a.m. on Christmas?
I don't know. Do you remember? This was a while ago, but it was like there was like an Elmo doll, and it was like the coolest thing ever for kids, and like people were going freaking crazy over it. Like it was like a do whatever you can to get your hands on it type of deal.
Did it like
I do not
talk?
remember this.
It was, I believe it was the Tickle Me Elmo. I was actually talking about this with someone recently, so it's fresh on my mind. But like you tickled Elmo and he would like laugh and talk, I guess. I don't really know. This was when I was like decently old, so I was not in the age range for this toy. But
And it was something about the tickling and the laughing that like turned on the 40-year-old mother's primal brain of monkey, ooh, get to Elmo. That just like really got them in the mood for violence on minimum wage Walmart employees.
I think so. I want to say it may have also had something to do with like, you know, like the I think it's Ryan's Toy Review or whatever, like the YouTube channel thing.
The like 8-year-old kid.
Yeah,
How many subscribers does he have?
a lot.
Enough. More than enough. More than enough. What do you... Okay, so we're big boys, right? I'm a big boy.
I'm a medium-sized boy.
Have you guys made the transition family-wise from really cool presents to like socks? Which are great presents, but like...
Those are great dirty Santa gifts.
Has that happened yet for y'all?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
I
at
would say
least
so.
getting there. I still get good stuff, but I also get a lot of like clothes and stuff, which cool and all, but does it measure up to a Lego set? I don't know.
If I had to pick between wearing something and Lego set, you know what I'm picking.
Yes. Okay, what is the biggest and most bodacious Lego set that you guys own?
Currently?
Yes, or have in the past.
Okay, this one, this also has some major cultural impact for the time, but as any people should remember, Lego Ninjago back in the day was a big deal, and I got the four-headed dragon. I think it was like the Ultra Dragon or something set.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I had the Green Ninja minifigure, which came with it, which was like the big deal for that set.
Oh,
That
yeah.
clout
And like
has
that-
to be 100 right there.
It was off the charts, dude. I brought that bad boy to school. I was showing it off and everything.
You mad lad.
Back when show and tell day was a thing.
Oh no, I was just like at recess, like, "Ayo, check this out. I'm cool. Love me."
And like drip drip. Drip drip.
Drip check.
Yo. I think I may have one more year in me because my mom she's really good at giving gifts. She's on par. She knows what I want. So I think I have one more year in me, and I'm hoping I haven't exactly been subtle about this. I want like the Lego question block, Mario question block, but like it unfolds. If you guys haven't seen this, it unfolds to a diorama of Super Mario 64. Like the question block, like
What in the world?
it hinges. It's super cool. Like the top opens up and like there's Princess Peach's castle and like Bomb on Battlefield. That's what I'm hoping for. But I can't put my chips on things I don't own yet, hypothetically, probably like the Minecraft like cavern like set where it was like you could like you go down in the cavern and have like the little minecart track. That was rather bodacious, if I do say so myself.
Those are some good candidates. Very good candidates.
You have a challenge candidate, Crawford?
I cannot remember how many pieces this was, but there are 2 Lego Star Wars ships that I had. I never got the Death Star. That would have been easily topped all of y'all. But this one was a Republic cruiser, and another one was the Millennium Falcon.
Ooh,
yeah.
that is
The Millennium Falcon. I had both the mini-sized one and the large-sized one. And the large-sized one, you could take out the cockpit and put the people in there and put it back on and fly it around. And it had fancy landing gear too. But the Republic cruiser had a handle that came out of the body of the ship, and you could hold it that way, and you could fly around with the ship suspending from the handle, and it wouldn't break. And that was the coolest thing. It also had the plans to the Death Star on it.
That is really cool.
That is so cool. Crawford, I don't know how you've gone without a girlfriend for this long. We can just basically just send this as a resume at this point.
Proud Lego owner.
Proud Lego owner. Next Christmas, we'll have you and the significant Mrs. Merck on the pod. Not your mom. Sorry, Mrs. Merck. I know you were really excited. Oops.
So the Republic cruiser had 1170 pieces.
Crawford's like, no, shut up. Back to the Legos.
The important things in life.
Quiet, simp.
You dare talk about women? I am the one who's talking about women.
Yeah, so with y'all's presents, like, what y'all looking for in y'all's presents? Like, are y'all like bags people, wrapping paper? Do y'all like some bows? You know, what y'all looking for in the aesthetics of the present?
Oh, the aesthetics of the present. I would like it to be not destroyed. 1.
Interesting.
2. I'm a very simple-minded individual, but if it's a box, you gotta wrap that sucker up pretty good.
True.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a presentable package. Bow and everything. Address. And the person who is addressing it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I respect it.
Crawford. You didn't tell me you were a highfalutin individual.
What can I say?
Not personally a big bag guy. Like, I feel like a bag is like a good like birthday or other time gift, but like Christmas is like a wrapping time, because it's like the tearing of the paper is like the breaking of bonds.
Just synonymous
is what
with
is.
Christmas.
It's important, you know.
Like a bag
I
with
will-
paper stuffing is for birthdays.
Yeah. But like I don't need a bow to, because I feel like if every present has a bow, then you can't stack presents very well.
True. But how can you stack presents under the Christmas tree?
Around the sides of the tree.
But you gotta put it under the Christmas tree.
We like to wall off the tree. Like,
There is no tree for
Protect
you
it.
to see.
no. Do you guys have the tradition where you open the stockings the day before?
That's jank.
I do
Really?
not know.
Really? You guys don't open your stockings on Christmas
Nah,
Eve?
bro, that's the first thing we
No,
open.
I do
'cause,
have Christmas Eve tradition though. of opening stuff.
What's the Christmas Eve tradition?
Well, we always get a game for Christmas Eve. It's like a board game
That's
something.
fun.
And we always open to get that and play it. And we also always get a puzzle because me and my sister are big puzzling people. So we get a board game and a puzzle. That's what we do
amazing.
for Christmas Eve.
That's puzzling.
I know.
Gift that keeps on giving.
What board game is it?
This I don't think he knows.
Yeah, this year I don't know.
Oh,
We
it's
will
just
see.
a random board game.
It's a random, whatever my parents / Santa / the Christmas gods above decide.
What was it in
So, yeah, you
previous
guys are-
years?
Last year it was the game Blockbuster, I believe, and Poetry for Neanderthals, because my parents liked them both, and so they got them both.
Poetry for Neanderthals is a top tier game.
Good, very good game. Very, very fun. Very cool. Very
You
good.
have the whack stick. You get whacked.
Bonky, bonky. Yeah, no, really, guys. Have you never heard of opening your stockings like the day?
I've heard of
the-
it. I
the-
just think it's a heretic thing to do.
Oh wow. Jeez. Okay, fine. I won't tell you anything else about my family traditions. God. Fine.
Well, it's heretical to the Merc way of doing it.
The Merc way. I don't know. Like the stockings are usually like fun, like rounder gifts. I feel like, and like they're important because if everything's a big gift, what about the like little small things that are like important for everyday life, basically. But I feel like that's, and this leads me into my next point of, like that it's important to like have the things just like you do it in advance, so it's not like you dump all the presents all out at once. Why is it that we get like a full 2 weeks out of school before Christmas and then only have like a week after Christmas? Because the gifts my hands, my grubby, slimy, hungry for gifts hands only touch the gifts for like a week, and then I'm back to learning things. This is stupid.
That is an interesting question.
Why is it that we get it, like, why can't I go get the presents now?
I can give one semi-good answer to this, and that would be that the sooner you get back to school, the sooner you get to flex on and talk about what gifts you got with your friends.
True.
Fair.
Okay, that's
That is a
important.
fair point.
I asked my parents for clout this year.
I mean,
Dear
you can't lie,
Santa.
we all did that. We were all like, "Ayo, what'd you get for Christmas?" "Oh, sick, bro, check it out. I got the Millennium Falcon set for Christmas."
I got
And then they
check
just
it.
bow
I
down.
got,
They just can't compete.
Yeah.
yo, check me out. I got an NFT of a cat sitting.
Dope.
Yo, that cost me my college tuition. I'm never financially recovering from this.
That is how Christmas goes for college students.
Okay, I have got quite possibly the most chadtastic Sigma grind parenting tip for those parents out there who want bad advice from an 18, soon to be 19-year-old. Let's say you've got some particularly feisty children in your household, and it comes to the Christmas time, and they think they've mastered the whole naughty nice thing, like, all I have to do is just be nice, around the time, but like once they have the gifts under the tree, boom, like naughtiness comes out, right? Because like, what are they gonna do? Return it at this time of year? No, stores are chaos. What you do, and boys, if you want to write this down, it's quite the move. Is you
The
wrap
notes are out.
extra gifts of just hollow boxes, right?
Yeah.
So, whenever the kid starts acting out like, I don't, I don't want to pay my taxes. You go, no, and you pick up the empty box and you fling it into the fireplace.
I like it.
And then you T-pose.
Nasty.
And you assert your dominance. And as the child goes, no, you go, don't ever talk to me like that again.
As a child,
Merry Christmas.
I would be certified frightened.
Yeah. Assert dominance. The gift of the holidays, superiority.
Okay,
yeah.
my one question to this plan though, what do you do if your kids are really good all year and then, or like leading up to Christmas, and then like they come downstairs and they just notice there's a bunch of presents that are gone because you don't want to just open a bunch of hollow presents.
Okay, I hadn't gotten that far in the plan. Yeah, no, you're right. They definitely have been counting the presents. Maybe hear me out. You just you just go, oops. Oopsies. Those were filler presents. Those were designer presents for show.
Hey, it plays it off. Your kids aren't that smart. They won't catch on.
Luckily, I've been keeping my kids dependent on me by not teaching them how to count.
Not teaching them basic math.
You. Superiority move. That is the Sigma rule number 27. Don't teach your children how to count. I just open it. Ah, it's so light. Maybe we should open it. No, I want this one. It's empty. It's empty. Santa Claus must have gotten confused. I don't know what happened.
That was budget cuts this year.
Budget cuts.
Yep.
Sorry, Timmy. Santa does not like you.
Yeah, we couldn't afford coal this year. We're actually going for a more renewable energy approach. We were gonna go electric, but still in the works on that one. So
Batteries. We put batteries in a sock for Christmas.
The North Pole.
And that's gonna end well.
The North Pole is surprisingly sunny, so you could put a bunch of solar panels up there.
And the snow would reflect the sun because it's white.
Yes. You could put double solar panel. One facing up, one facing down.
Genius. You could put, okay, so you cover the entire North Pole with solar panels that face the snow so that when the sunlight bounces off, it's perfect.
Yes.
It's a great idea.
I wonder if Santa would make his own solar panels and give them to Elon Musk for Christmas.
He's a generous man. I feel like he would. Elon's been a good boy.
Elon has been a good boy.
Do you think people on the International Space Station get deliveries from Santa?
It's a good question, though. Can Santa's reindeer breathe in no atmosphere?
They're magic.
They are magic.
Space magic.
But like, since they orbit the Earth and they're in like every time zone in like 20 minutes, when do they get their presents?
That's true. I don't know, because do they even all go to sleep at the same time? Because I feel like someone would have to be up to make sure they don't, like, I don't know, crash and do bad spaceship stuff.
What if Santa is on the International Space Station, and that's how he gets all the presents around the Earth, because he can, like, he orbits the entire Earth in like 20 minutes, and he just like satellite laser beams the presents down your like chimney.
I was thinking just drone deliver the presents, but that's way better.
Santa just yeets the presents with a parachute.
It's like Santa NK1 from Terraria.
Very funny and relatable. I do know what that is, and I know that was for may I wish you a very poggy gamer Christmas.
A gamer Christmas is a good Christmas.
Dude, there's so many, like, think about how many, like, game consoles and PCs and stuff that get set up on Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the things I did for Christmas, as like a job at the store I work at, was set up a gamer console for Christmas. I did not think I was ever going to have to professionally tell someone they downloaded the wrong Friday Night Funkin'. But they did. I was like, my 40-year-old agent, he was like, "Is this not it?" I was like, "Sir, let me step into my area of expertise," and like mashed the keyboard. Finally, I'm good for something.
How did someone go that wrong in life that they downloaded the wrong Friday Night Funkin'?
I don't know. I think it was the first thing that popped up on the web. And I was like, nope. No. You may know how to, like, fix a computer blindfolded by just the beep codes, but I happen to know that itch.io will hook you up real good. They've got the goods. Beep beep boop bop. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas, Xbox.
Okay, hear me out. Christmas gaming session with the boys.
Interesting. We give each other the gift of gaming.
Yes.
And
the gift of free stats.
I did tell someone that if I had Crawford on the podcast, there was a chance that he holds the podcast for ransom and refuses to say anything unless we play Among Us while we record the podcast. And I'm glad we've gotten this far.
Well, now that you mention it.
Among Us.
No.
Guys, I'm loading it up right now. My computer's right here.
No.
Guys, there are new roles.
The scary thing is I'm not sure if you're joking or not.
I have the power.
He has the power. Well, guys, this has been a great episode.
Better not get too
we can't escape it.
Oh no. This has become a very niche episode for like the gamers and podcasters and Christmasers. Like, this is definitely not what normal people think of when they think of Christmas.
Nope.
No. Have you guys seen White Christmas, the movie?
I have not.
I have not either. But I think most people think of that. Of, like, you know, small boys that are, like, injured. That might be a Christmas Carol.
I think White Christmas, the only thing I know about White Christmas is there's like a famous like musical number, and like there's the two sisters and they do sing and dance stuff and they're in like blue dresses. That's literally all I know.
I mean, I'd watch. Why do you think they can't make good Christmas movies anymore?
It's because all the good movies have been made.
Not even just Christmas, just like stop making movies in general.
I think it's a combination of the two, because all of the good ideas have been taken.
Stop
I don't know, man.
stop breathing, because we've done all the cool things. Don't do anything anymore. You're just gonna be bad.
I feel like there's a lot of big lack of creativity in the industry right now. No shade to Hallmark, but I'm looking at you. It's kind of just the same thing over and over again. Like, not a lot of real innovation, meaningful innovation.
Okay, so let's sit for a minute and like kickstart, like give a little gas to the engine of the Christmas movie. What would we do if we could make a Christmas movie right now?
Setting, town of gingerbread houses.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so the town of gingerbread houses.
Okay.
Santa Claus, is dead.
There's a reindeer on the loose trying to eat the gingerbread men.
I like it.
No, Santa Claus isn't dead. Santa Claus is terrorizing the gingerbread with the reindeer.
He thinks they're the cookies he's supposed to eat for Christmas.
Drunk
Right.
Santa.
Yes.
Had a bit too much milk.
Too much milk. He had a lot of the calcium and it all went to the brain.
All 2%.
And so the reindeer are hunting the gingerbread, and the gingerbread have to learn to kill for Christmas.
Yes.
The greatest gift is family, and you have to keep them alive.
Mm-hmm. You know how you can like sharpen candy canes by like licking them and like getting them into like a really fine point?
Yes.
That becomes the weapon of choice of a gingerbread
That's for
man.
melee. What's for ranged? Peppermint cannon?
Peppermint cannon's good. You could like dry ice bombs.
Oh, you know
I
those
feel like they have
actually
like
dangerous.
icing bags, you know?
Icing, you're right. And the icing hardens, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a mini cement launching. Traps them in place.
Or, hear me out. Very Squid Game Christmas.
Everything has to go back to Squid Game.
It's a very Squid Game Christmas. We do it again, but with like sleigh bells in the background.
I like it.
Interesting.
It's bold.
Gihun,
Just might work.
Gihun is like in like an elf suit. We replaced the track suits with like elf suits. And like we just put a bow on and we just do it again. We would make so much money. We could be drowning in money. I could sleep on a water bed, but we fill the bed with money.
I would not complain if my bed was filled with money.
I think I would. Money's not very comfortable.
That's true. You have a point. It's just paper. Or a special kind of paper.
It's like paper and like nylon or like not nylon, like cotton or something. Because like if you get it wet,
Polyester.
if you get it wet, you can dry it off, and like it's actually like water damage to a bill is actually not that bad.
Yeah.
But you really flex on them. Get a bed made of like coins. Get that extra dense bed.
You're just sleeping on George Washington's face.
He is like the fourth most attractive president.
There's a reason he's on Mount Rushmore.
Do you think they're gonna give DLC to Mount Rushmore?
I don't
'Cause
know. I'm more excited for the battle pass for Mount Rushmore.
That'd be a good sniper
I mean,
spot.
because like,
George Washington's eye.
ooh, the vantage point. It's just like, what? Teddy Roosevelt is on there or something, probably, and like that's not very fair for the rest of the presidents. Like,
Yeah.
at some point we gotta consider adding some more people.
Like Obama.
Like, Obama was cool and funny. That's it really. We just add Obama to the
It's just Obama.
but like not even his face, just like the word Obama to Mount Rushmore because it's a funny name.
Obama.
Mount Obama.
Obamaville.
We could name the next element after him. We could actually have Obama.
Obaming. We're not bombing anyone.
I hope Obama's having a lovely Christmas.
I don't think it's possible for Obama to not have a good Christmas.
He's such a jolly dude.
Wait.
Wait.
Obama equals Santa?
Oh my gosh. Hello. Children of the world. It's me.
Well, now, your logic would be flawed, so you would be deemed incorrect.
For Christmas this year, I have decided to improve healthcare and Michelle. Hey, Bruce Springsteen, you want to start a podcast or something?
Can we get Joe on it?
Joe. Oh, Joe. Rogan or Biden?
Both.
The Joe Rogan Biden podcast would be amazing.
Okay, Joe Rogan is an animal. You know his podcasts go for like 4 hours. He just talks for 4 hours. And he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu too.
Well, I mean, if he's an animal, he doesn't talk. He just goes like, arf, arf, arf.
No, if he's animal, he's like, I never jump up. Blah, blah, blah.
True.
That's me. So
What do y'all think is the best present that y'all have ever given to someone else?
given.
I've never been able, like my good friend Kayler Singleton, episode 3, blanket. Look back. The first gift I ever gave him, was a book that, big cinema head. It's a book that maps out 30 plus movies, like these beautiful maps, and like it shows the path that like every character in the movie went through. And, like, these maps are super detailed. Like, The Breakfast Club, Alien is just like showing these ships and like where everyone went. Literally the coolest gift I've ever given him. And like 4 years later, I give him one for Christmas and one for his birthday. I've never given him a better gift. I've set the bar so high. Everything else has been doo-doo doggy water ever since.
I gave my guitarist friend a book on pretty much everything Eddie Van Halen. and he just broke down every one of his songs. Not every one, but a good chunk of his popular songs, and just how to play them and the technique behind them. And I thought it was really cool. I saw it in the guitar store a couple years ago, and I was like, yo, Nate would enjoy this. And so I gave it to him.
Oh, was it your friend Nate
Yes.
or Eddie?
Nate.
You didn't give Eddie the book?
It was just Nate.
Oh.
Eddie?
So you're, yeah, like Van Halen.
Oh, yeah. My good friend Eddie.
Yeah, you got him the book on himself.
Yes.
And just a quick refresher for him in case he forgot. You know.
That's how you play the song, bro. That's how he did it. It's been so
Oh,
long,
dang.
man.
I forgot I did
I
that.
should have wrote that down.
Yeah.
Good thing someone else did.
Good thing I recorded
Jeez, I'm
it.
pretty good. I'm pretty good at this stuff. Guitar.
I would say I'm good myself. I would call myself a cat. And a 6-string
Meow.
snare. Okay, my cat was walking over the desk like 30 minutes ago. And I was just like trying not to
Cat.
say anything unless she just meowed uncontrollably. And then I'll be like, well, nothing I could do.
Nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do about that.
She was just chilling over by her bowl and eating at midnight. No big deal.
I am definitely of the opinion that pets are quite possibly the greatest present to ever grace this world.
That is
I love my
true.
dog more than life itself.
Mr.
And
Darcy.
Pets are awesome and the best.
Big pet guy
Okay.
here.
I would say that, but my cat literally just tried to scale my green screen and knocked over the massive C-stands twice today.
Is this Cookie?
The Cookie has tried to break some things today, so this time Cookie is dumb.
Cookie go in timeout.
Stupid. Cookie is not a fan of Cookie anymore. Give me like a day or two to recuperate, and then I'll like Cookie again. But now Cookie's in the doghouse figuratively, not literally, as she is a cat.
If y'all could have one pet, what would this one pet be?
Does it have to be a legal pet?
I said nothing about legality.
I like it.
Probably. I don't remember if they're legal to keep as pets, and provided, of course, this isn't endangerment, because if you have an animal around and you're just endangering its own life by slowly killing it, that's not a pet. An otter would be really cool. Otters
Otters are really cute.
they're cute, they're smart, they're funny. Probably an otter. I would name him Ollie. Or her.
Ollie's such an otter name.
If it was a her, I'd have to rethink about it. Ollie the otter, and I'd love him always, and he would not throw up on my board games or knock over my green screen. He would be perfect. He would be my wingman. He would be my partner in crime.
Ben, any pet in the world.
Any pet in the world.
Hypothetical situation. It could be hypothetical or not hypothetical. It could be real life. What
In
is
magical hypothetical?
And
world?
remember, Darcy cannot understand this podcast, so you're fine.
Yes. I'm safe. He won't know that I'm.
You could just say Mr.
Thinking about
Darcy
another.
and it wouldn't matter.
I do love Mr. Darcy.
But this is magical hypothetical world. I have to go all out, and my all out would definitely be. I would want a brown bear, but I want it as a cub first, so I am raising it, and it will know and love me and won't kill and eat me. But dude, bears are so cute. They're adorable.
Okay, my friend has asked me this question, and it's such a good podcast question. What would win in a fight? A grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla?
I would.
Good answer.
My money is on Ben in this fight because the grizzly bear does not have thumbs, and though the silverback gorilla does have thumbs,
Opposable too.
it's probably only used to like pick its nose. Ben has been using his thumbs for 18 years straight. Easily
That's
gonna
true.
win in this battle. Thumbs are essential to winning.
Especially in Fortnite.
Especially,
Yes.
what else would they be fighting in?
Oh, I was thinking I'm gonna challenge the bear to a thumb wrestling match, you know,
you
and
a
then the bear
thumb
just
war?
is just so insulted and devastated, it just quits and leaves.
You just see
and
a
I win.
thumb-sized hole in his hand.
Would that be prejudice? Because the bear doesn't have opposable thumbs. Would you be canceled? Ben may have won the battle, but he has lost the war.
I mean, the bear could have challenged me to like a I don't know,
Bench press battle.
clawing my face off match, I guess, or being like 12 feet tall match, but it didn't.
It didn't. Unfortunately, in its arrogance, it let you choose which battle it would commence.
You mean ignorance, not arrogance?
No, I would assume the bear is like very huffy and thinks a lot of itself.
Okay, I see where you're coming. So let's see. Any pet that I could have, hypothetically, I would say either a small-sized Tyrannosaurus Rex or a great white shark.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm gonna get a dope aquarium for this great.
I was
white
gonna say,
shark.
how does the great white shark pan out in the middle of Birmingham?
See, this is a hypothetical situation. We stick a great white shark in my aquarium house.
Of course.
Okay, well then I would have picked an otter that also has a $2 million inheritance behind it as well.
Only 2 million?
2 million.
It's rookie numbers.
Okay, if we're going that way, Dwayne the Rock Johnson is now my nephew.
I inherited a great white shark who is my son, and through a lot of legal confusion, Dwayne the Rock Johnson is my nephew. Also, I was legally, because the great white shark is British, I'm actually now eligible for knighthood. Sir Crawford of White Shark Kington. Dwayne the Rock's like, that's my uncle, actually, guys.
Just call him Uncle.
Uncle.
It's about
Uncle
it's
C.
about being Crawford's nephew.
I wonder what it must be like to be related to Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if you'd ever get to see him. I don't know how he has time to do anything. That man,
All he does
literally
is
does it
gym
all.
and eat and act.
But like, he also not only is he in like 100 movies a year, he also has proven that he makes music, and
He
he's also
does.
a big businessman, and owns like 100 companies, and he owns like the XFL. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bought like the whole XFL,
Wow.
which is like the AFL but just worse.
he is Hollywood's top paid actor. Like, he, like that, I don't know how. Like,
Why
not
are
that
you
he's, not that I have anything.
questioning Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
No, it's just like I feel like he wouldn't be my bottom choice. Like, how did he weasel his way to the top like that, guys? Like,
It's
Brendan Fraser, he was in The Mummy. I don't know how he got past Brendan Fraser. There must have been like,
It was that portable
Who did
gym
my
that
man?
he has. He literally has a portable gym that he takes on set to him. To every movie that he makes. And works out on set with his portable gym. The level of dedication this man has. Oh, have you seen his eating, like his diet routine?
No, yeah,
The
he eats like
amount of calories he
crazy
eats
amount.
is insane. He eats like what? 10,000 calories a day?
4,000, like, yeah, it's like thousands and thousands. Far more than your average basic beta human does.
He eats like 3 humans worth of stuff.
he eats 3 humans a day. That's how he got to the top. He ate off the other
Cannibalism.
actors.
The competition.
He destroyed the competition by eating the competition.
He eats 3 humans a day. Gaston out here eating 6 eggs. And you wondered why Dwayne was on top. Can we get Dwayne The Rock as Gaston?
He would make a good Gaston.
Would make an amazing Gaston. The only problem is, I think Luke Evans did a good job as Gaston because, like, I kind of hated him. Dwayne The Rock Johnson was Gaston. He'd be like, I am amazing. And I'd be like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
true.
amazing.
He's amazing.
and then
I
Belle
love
would be
him.
like, I know am supposed to be like the metaphor for like, oh, it's not always about looks, but you are Dwayne The Rock Johnson. There's literally no reason I would not be attracted to you physically or just like personally. You're a very charming individual. And he'd be like, yes, it is me, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And he'd lift his one eyebrow and
He just
What do you think Dwayne The Rock Johnson wants as a present? Like, what do you get Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Asking for a friend, of course. Definitely not.
okay. Just
planning.
well, I
Wait,
mean, Crawford
Wait a
has a very tight relationship with his nephew, so
yes. Have you seen the ads for those tonal home gym things? Where it's like magnetic, quote, digital weight. That's what you get him.
he's definitely got something like that, though. Okay,
That's my proposition.
Maybe.
Those are my 2 cents.
hear me out. Gift card.
Yes.
Let Dwayne pick what he wants.
You give him a cinema gift card.
He can go watch himself.
Yes.
You get him the exact amount of money in like dollars and cents for the Fortnite Battle Pass.
Including tax, how much is the Fortnite Battle Pass?
I don't know. I'm not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I also don't know where he lives, so we would have to change the tax based
He
on.
definitely lives in multiple locations.
So do we need to buy him multiple battle passes or just the one?
I'm assuming
He's probably so good he could use multiple.
Dwayne The Rock does strike me as very good at Fortnite.
he does stay hungry and he does devour. So he probably has multiple accounts that he grinds to leaderboard positions.
The idea of like, hold on guys, let me pause Jumanji 5. I gotta get on with the boys.
I gotta get my 5 alt accounts.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Before I go, I want to play Dwayne The Rock Johnson in Fortnite.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. What happens in the Make-A-Wish kid, like, you know, wishes, you know, to play Fortnite with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and he loses? Like, they don't get the duos and they lose. Does the kid die?
What?
If they can't fulfill the wish, are they like, I'm sorry, kid, it's time to go? I've never seen, I don't know how they do the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but I assume that's how it works. If they can't fulfill the wish, they fulfill the promise.
Yeah, I'm assuming y'all
Yeah,
know
okay.
that the line from Thor Ragnarok, he's a friend from work. That's a Make-A-Wish kid came up with that.
No, actually, no, that's very impressive. That was his wish, was to alter one line in Thor Ragnarok?
I don't know if it was his wish, but I remember that a Make-A-Wish kid either suggested it or wanted it to be his wish. My guess and inclination is toward the first.
What are the limits to the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Like, there's gotta be a point where it's like, I want to end world hunger. Oh, I am so sorry, kid. That's incredibly noble, but, see, you're only like a class 2 kid. If you maybe had like a really weird cancer, we could do it. Best I can do is a Tootsie Roll. But it's like a really...
Or a
it's like
Fortnite
a
game
big
with
Tootsie
Dwayne The
Roll.
Rock Johnson.
Hey, kid, come on. You know, let's pick up those duos. I have the Tomato Town Fortnite skid.
Where are we dropping?
Do you think that, like, if the kid was like, you know what? I want to become the president of, like,
The United States.
South Sudan or, like, a random country, like, I want to become a Congress person.
I want to be the Pope.
Yeah.
They assassinate, the Make-Wish Foundation assassinates the Pope. Say your last wishes, Francis.
Respect the wishes.
Santa Claus versus the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Right now, go. Kid wishes to have Santa Claus upended.
Kid wishes to become Santa Claus.
The
Kid
conglomerate.
does not know what he asks for. Kid is
Kid.
crushed by the responsibility.
Kid becomes 800 years old. Kid enters relationship that he was not emotionally prepared for.
Kid gets thick beard. That was your daily 20 seconds of awkward silence. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, I was thinking of a good thing to talk about. That awkward silence is important. I had to think of a thing, and I thought of one. How's the tree looking right now?
The tree?
Your tree. Do you have a tree?
I'm looking at my tree right now. We did not have a topper at one point. And it was very sad
the-
looking.
What's the topper now?
It's a stuffed animal polar bear that's leaning slightly
Oh.
to the side.
Our tree, this is a matter of great contention, but we switched to a fake tree, which
Hot take.
I was not a fan of. But, you know, I'm a big fan of real trees. I love me a real tree. But that was not in the cards.
That's unfortunate.
I think I like the experience of getting the new tree, is what it is. Like, I mean, I love the smell.
can't
The
remember
pine
that.
needles all over the floor
Yeah.
can be a little irritating. But, like, the fact, like, going and getting the tree, I think is the best part of the real tree setup.
I don't know that
Oh,
experience.
definitely.
You don't? You've never...
I haven't, from my memory, gotten a new tree. It's all
Okay,
been
have
the
you
same
not
tree.
You've never seen them, like, bag up the tree. It's, like, the funniest thing ever.
It's wonderful.
It's so cool. They put it through, like, a big, like, tubey thingy. And then it, like, all of a sudden, like, the tree is, like... It's like a net gun for the tree. And it's, like, now the tree is all, like, skinny.
They sell
And you can put it on your car.
they sell real trees like 100 yards from my house, and I've never even gotten a real tree.
For shame.
That is sad.
And you were judging me for opening the stockings one day in advance.
I just like the smell of the new tree.
Oh,
The like
That's so true.
checking the water, watering it, making sure it's alive, it's vibing.
do you know that we as a family, because of our dysfunctional nature, had the Christmas decorations up till like mid-March last year?
I did know that because I came over and I saw that y'all had your Christmas tree, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like,
we're real deep in the
sick.
lore. We
I was
like
like, respect it. You're
do you know
young.
how much effort it took for us to get the house looking that nice? We weren't about to just like drop. There
Just
came a certain
keep
point
it
where
till
we had
next
to decide,
year.
do we keep it till next year? Unfortunately, no, we did not. I can't imagine. Okay, this is another point of contention. Do we allow Australians to celebrate Christmas in the middle of summer? It's like hot.
Yeah.
That's not natural.
I feel like they've been punished enough for having to live in Australia where there's evil spiders. So many spiders, and amongst other many, many deadly creatures, so I'll give it to them.
Everything does kill you, or can kill you, in Australia.
I wonder what the traditions look like down there, though, because like most of the traditions I think of involve like getting yourself warm with the cocoa,
Well,
or like
they involve
you know,
being
playing,
6 months late to Christmas.
or like winter.
Yeah.
Like what
And,
do
like-
They're in summer right now. We as Northern Hemisphere lads.
Northern Hemisphere gang?
And, like, they could go like surfing instead of sledding for Christmas. I don't know. I feel like you could find a substitute for stuff.
But there's got to be original ones, like, cause I'm not to be. I know I'm usually very egotistical on the podcast, but like, it's not like they base their entire Christmas on what do those funny Northern Hemisphere peoples do. They have to have their own stuff. Like, we brought. Wait, that's not even close to being Australian. Mate, we brought out the Christmas kangaroo.
Mate.
Yeah, mate, that's deadly wicked awesome, bro. Johnny Bravo. Yeah.
I don't know, cause like they couldn't even. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, dude, they couldn't do anything. It's like Christmas sweaters.
Nope.
Dude, it's hot. You can't be wearing a sweater in 100 and something degree temperatures.
Maybe like Christmas hats. Like they're flexing shirtless Christmas hats.
Like, yeah, makes sense.
Like the ones that you like put on your arm and like a wet towel on top of it.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I love those. Those are
Those are-
so much fun.
easily super cool.
Okay, so apparently a Christmas tradition in Australia is surfing Santa. Traditional Santas wear bright red fleecy suits lined with white fur and big black boots to fight off the northern winter by going and surfing on the water.
I was right!
How sick is that?
They do surf.
That is baller, dude. Santa
that
Claus, like, coming up in, like, a big suit and is like, hey, you been naughty this year, kid? Yeah, right. Just, like, beats the crap out of you.
You've been naughty. Well, I've been gnarly. Goes and catches a wave. Turns 10.
Hawaiian
This epic
5-0.
surfer.
With the surfer flow. The surfer haircut is an interesting haircut. Surfers rock the flow.
Hecka gnarly.
No, gnarly.
Maybe, like, because Australia is like a wasteland built for murderers. The Christmas gift is like the gift of life and the fact that they've lived another year. Congrats, boys. We didn't get eaten by the inchworm.
And the sharks.
Oh, no, yeah. The snakes that if we look at them the wrong way, they can shoot venom from over 40 feet. From their nozzles out of their teeth. Like, yeah. Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, Terrence just died. Sick. Let's bury him under the really big rock. The really big one, mate.
No, you can go bigger. Go bigger.
This has been so offensive to our Australian viewers. I am so sorry. I humbly apologize.
To the land down under.
Where women glow and
We
men
love
plunder.
you.
Can't you hear? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover.
We wish you all a very Aussie Christmas.
Wait, is that Aussie or Aussie?
There's a difference?
Yes. One is a heavy metal artist. One is a country.
Both.
Very Aussie Christmas. Very Ozzy Osbourne Christmas. That would be an interesting Christmas.
I listened to that album, the Ozzy Osbourne Christmas album.
I would listen to that.
I don't know if Christmas is ready for Ozzy Osbourne, man.
Christmas was ready for Weezer. At this point, Christmas has nothing to lose. Have you listened to the Weezer Christmas album?
No, I'll be honest. I have not. I'm a failure.
It does not take much of a stretch of the imagination. It sounds like if Weezer sang Christmas music.
I certainly can't imagine that.
Hark the herald and like a star like the whole time through.
Yeah.
Glory to the newborn king, peace on earth. And then like the guy that looks like Weird Al Yankovic's on the bass. You can't hear
Bass
that, but you know
players
it's
are just so cool. They just vibe on stage. There's no other word to describe them, but they just vibe.
That is true. They be vibing.
incredibly vibular. Okay, what instrument does Santa play? Now that we're on the topic of instruments,
Santa
what would Santa play?
definitely plays bass.
I could see Santa playing like an oboe or a piccolo or something.
Those are opposing instruments.
I don't know.
But I think you're in the right area. I think Santa's very classy. He's lowering it down. He believes he's lowering down the tunes with either like a grand piano or a saxophone.
I changed my answer. I think saxophone.
Saxophone is really cool.
I can definitely see Santa just like blaring some like careless whisper.
With like sleigh
No,
bells in his
you're
other
forgetting
hand.
about the trombone.
Yeah.
Am I?
True.
Santa definitely plays the trombone. It's either trombone or bass.
I didn't think this was the controversy that I was going to get on the podcast, but get off of my podcast. He plays the saxophone.
Imagine having the audacity to play the saxophone. Your audacity must be quite large. The audacity must have audacity in order to play a saxophone.
I can't tell if you're trying to reference the fact that we're using Audacity to record this right now or not.
Thank you, Audacity, for bringing the Midnight Oil. And thank you to your support from viewers like you. Thank you.
We love you. You make this possible.
You fill that very, very deep hole in my heart that needs attention in order to live. So, sleigh bells. Do sleighs normally have bells on them? This is a stretch, but I am genuinely curious. Is it like to keep people like from just like, hey, I'm here, I have the sleigh bells? Because they have a very distinct sound, and they are like the sound of Christmas. In fact, knowing me, I've edited the beginning of this podcast to have sleigh bells. But like, I know why the sleigh bells mean Christmas, because Santa rides the sleigh.
Yes.
But I'm getting a lot of yeses.
In theory, yes. Sleighs should always have sleigh bells, but I'm not sure that the movie Elf has sleigh bells on the sleigh.
A travesty.
I cannot remember.
See, I'm gonna say I don't think that sleighs do always have sleigh bells. I think that's a Santa exclusive, like just he added on that extra drip.
It's a common myth, and we know why you think it, but Santa Claus is the only one.
I feel like he was the one that was just like adding some innovation to this sleigh game, and so he was like gonna add a little extra pizzazz to it.
He stayed away from the fiery decals and like the La Cucaracha horn. Stuck with the sleigh bells.
No, that's the instrument that Santa plays.
The La Cucaracha horn?
It's either that or the automaton.
The automaton. Santa Claus is so classy.
Santa's in touch with internet culture.
Santa is definitely a memester.
Oh,
Santa is definitely a memester. Huge meme boy.
okay. If Santa were to endorse one Christmas song, what Christmas song would it be?
Definitely not I Saw Mama, like...
That's what I was
That one
thinking.
is off so bad for PR. He's like, no, ho, ho, ho.
I swear, honey, it's not what you think.
I can explain.
Look, you can't believe everything any kid says, Just because Michael Jackson... I mean, it's Michael Jackson of all people. Would Michael Jackson lie to you?
Never.
No.
I trust Michael Jackson with my life.
I mean, I think it has to be Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All by Band-Aid. Just because that's so important.
Yeah, I could see it.
But Here Comes Santa Claus would be his walkout song. For sure.
Grandma but got run over by a reindeer. It's not my fault, guys. It wasn't me, it was the reindeer.
They did it of their own accord.
Rudolph. Set to kill. How many lumens is his nose outputting in order for him to be able to lead the sleigh with just his nose? Like,
Ooh,
gotta be a bright little bugger.
that's at least 365 lumens.
It's a lot.
Maybe
of lumens.
even 365,000.
Ooh,
It's a lot of lumens.
dude. We're
Do
talking
you think his nose is actually like spotlight lighting the way, or it's more like, you know how planes have the little like lights on them that blink to just like let other planes know where they are? Do we think it's like that kind of vibe?
So the issue wasn't that Santa Claus didn't know where he was going. It was that other people didn't know Santa Claus was there, and he lost a lot of
Yeah.
good reindeer that day.
Air traffic control is a menace, man.
This is Bravo 7. Done an unidentified bogey. Who are we speaking to? Oh, you'll never catch me, coppers. Meow.
Santa is now a convicted felon.
You're entering restricted airspace. This is Christmas, Jonesy. Get out of my airspace. Santa would make like a really cool like movie, like Marshall, like space airplane man movie. He'd like have the aviator shades and like the puffy red jacket, and like he'd be like, you know, like, get off of my planet, aliens.
Yeah.
What
There's your
what
movie.
kind of gun would Santa shoot though?
Either like snow or like candy cane. They would look like a candy cane.
I'm still in favor of like the Nerf gun. You know the Nerf gun disc guns. It's that, but
yeah.
peppermints.
Ooh,
And the
I like that.
aliens are allergic to peppermint.
Yes,
Yes.
and they just disintegrate.
So what's y'all's like favorite Christmassy flavor? Like, because I feel like there's a bunch of iconic kind of Christmassy.
Peppermint bark chocolate from what's that chocolate company called?
Giardelli?
Ghirardelli?
Peppermint bark chocolate. That's a classic.
And this is coming from someone who's not had Giardelli in years, so I'm proud of myself. High five.
Good job. Lactose intolerance for the win.
Poggers. I've said that word a lot. This has been a very
Polgars.
I mean, like, is pine tree? It's not like a food flavor, but like the smell.
Yeah.
It really
I
is
was thinking that.
essential to my Christmas. Of like, oh, we've done it, boys. Smell that pine tree straw. I happen to
I
know a
definitely
man.
the
in
smell
the,
of
in the
burnt
pine straw
holly.
industry.
That's a good one.
Christmas candles are top tier candles.
Oh, yes.
I'm a big fan
Oh,
of
yes.
Christmas candles.
Okay, so, this is gonna be, I don't know how to transition this any better. Mistletoe. I just realized. Is that like a thing anymore? I've never seen mistletoe in action. It's like a
I've
Paris.
seen mistletoe out in the wild.
It does exist.
Did you like kiss someone then? You were like,
Yeah, I was just frantically running
Spontaneously
around.
kissing.
And then one thing led to another. The cops were called. It was a cold, lonely night.
I spent that holiday in the slammer. I just don't get it. It's a parasitic, like, little shriveled idiot. It's not something like really attractive like spinach. Spinach. That is a hot plant.
That's the absolute jocks of plants right there.
The Giga
Spinach.
Chad of plants. Spinach. Mistletoe? Not good. Bad, even. What dare I say?
That mistletoe's the beta. Spinach is the sigma.
The shrigma, if I may.
Shrigma.
I'd say spinach is the alpha and kale is the sigma in the plant world.
It is nutritious and perhaps slightly not delicious. As a prediction, we're a couple days behind, but it's coming out on Christmas, so suspend your disbelief. What do you think is underneath that tree for you right now, as a prediction?
I actually know a good bit of it.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing, actually.
Well, a large part of my present this year is I'm going skiing,
Oh my gosh.
and so
That's
awesome.
epic.
yes, so some skiing related drip is, other presents. So that's just kind of how I know. So nothing. I don't think there's gonna be anything too crazy big surprise for me. in
So,
store.
but how did they box up the mountain?
So they actually, it's not in a box. They wrapped it up, and then so you wrapping paper, and then helicopter it over.
Yeah, but if Gru could shrink the moon, I think Ben could shrink the mountain.
Yeah.
Which mountains are you going to?
The Rado Mountain.
Of course, the classic.
Colorado.
Cannot go
ones.
wrong with the Colorado mountains. Colorado.
Gru has
They do
fine
be
taste.
rocky.
You going to like Colorado Springs or?
Good question. I don't really remember. It's one of the Colorado places, but I don't remember at the moment because it's late and I'm tired.
Fair game. Crawford, what about you? Have you been shaking those boxes into the tree to see which ones make the good noises?
Surprisingly, there's only 2 boxes so far.
We are a little early out.
That's true.
We're relatively close, but okay, only 2 boxes.
This is coming out on Christmas. This is a bit disappointing. I'm very sorry.
No. That's fair. How big are the boxes?
And not particularly large.
So they're going for the fake out of you open the box
It's
and
just a
it's
gift card.
But the gift card says on it turn around, and then it's a really big box.
Yeah.
And the box is human shaped, and it's oh Crawford, it's her.
It's Dwayne.
It's what
I
you
am the
always
perfect
wanted.
woman. I am my
Dwayne.
uncle. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Can I be adopted by Wally for Christmas? Can I adopt Wally?
That's what's the box. The small box is adoption papers. The small box is adoption papers signed by Wally.
Wow.
Merry Christmas. Your parents are incompetent.
The other box is just a set of tickets to space to be with Wally.
Do you think they call it a present because you present it, or was present the name of the gift before we came up with presenting things?
Well, you do present a present in the present tense.
Further evidence to prove that it was named after the act of giving. But traditionally, when you give someone something, it's like a ta-da! I present to you box.
I see your
I
logic.
don't know. I've heard one of the meanest gifts to give to a kid is you give them like saving bonds that they can get access to once they turn like 18. And so like you're like, here, this is a financially responsible gift. Like this is investing in your future. This is money you can use when you turn 18 and are going to college. But like as a kid, you know, you're like, oh, screw that. I want Lego. I want a new Mario.
Me
So I guess that's-
want Despicable Me Minion Elmo Tickle Me doll.
Get vectored.
Yeah. So that's kind of giving it to him in the future tense.
Grandma, I want the live action Vector Destructor doll with real life karate chopping action. I do not want financial security and joyous merriment. The greatest gift you can give someone is no gifts. Challenges present growth, character. I'm giving you the gift of betterment.
Self-improvement is a good thing.
Yes. For
Not
this,
as good as material possessions.
Not as good as
though.
Legos.
not as good as Legos.
Or Shrek.
Once again, I had to pick between a cool Lego set or not wearing anything. You know which one I'm going for.
I can stay at home and be with my Legos, wearing nothing all day.
You don't have to go outside.
And be without Legos all day, which would be sad.
The ratio to Lego to not Lego in the outdoors is substantially higher than indoors. Statistically, you're going to find more Lego in the doors than out of the doors. And that's
Unless
a
you go to
fact.
the Lego store.
But that's in the doors, Crawford.
But you have to leave the doors
Prove
to
it.
go in the doors.
That's a technicality. Still, the Legos are indoors. Unless this is like a patio Lego store. Even if it is, that patio is a conversion therapy to get the outdoor people into the Legos. What did they give kids before Legos were a thing? Saving bonds?
Building bricks.
I don't know.
They gave him actual. They just gave him actual bricks.
Old real bricks.
Just go build something with this. Build us a new house.
But do you only get 2 bricks?
Basically.
They give him a lot of bricks and then like a blueprint to a house. It's just like, go have your joyous merriment, and the kid builds it wrong.
House
He
comes
gets beaten by his
tumbling
parents.
down.
Wee on the way home.
The big angry wolf blows it down. He huffs
He's
and he
got one.
puffs and he blows it all the way down.
He has 1 set of pipes.
Comes with bad plumbing too.
I don't know. I feel like the presents kids got back in the day would have also been kind of sick, because I feel like they would have had no safety regulations or like thought process. So I feel like you could have just given like a kid like, hey little Timmy, you're 5 years old right now. You can drive. You have your own car. You can just go out hit the town.
You can get some fireworks. Some Roman candles.
With the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Firework
The
launcher
cherry
from the
red
car.
Ferrari. This was back in the day when you could pick the cherry red Ferrari right from the tree.
Yep. That's how it worked.
Do you guys ever get like the fake out gifts or like the giftception where it's like the big box and then you open it up and there's like a little gift inside, or like you open up the box and there's a smaller box inside?
And then you keep going box to box to box, and then you just get a key to your new car outside.
The key opens a warehouse of more boxes. 39 years later, you're still opening boxes. Your family is gone. Everyone's abandoned you because of your box obsession, but you have to keep opening the boxes because you received this gift from your estranged, long second uncle, who was a billionaire, and his fortune had never been recovered. Talking about a friend, of course.
Okay,
Yeah, that was me. That happened to me.
it would take way longer to wrap the present than it would to open it.
It's been his life career, all right?
He's spent
This is
his
all
life
he's been doing.
wrapping this elaborate Christmas gift for his nephew.
He was a billionaire. He could have paid someone to do it.
Could have paid an army of angry elves to do it.
Santa?
No, his uncle.
Santa doesn't pay them.
Santa's not affiliated with the angry elves.
How do you guys feel about the evil Santa, Krampus?
Krampus.
Krampus. The one who likes who eats the
It's
children.
very forced. It's like the like emo kids that didn't get the Lego set that they wanted were like, yeah, you know, and then they wanted to make Christmas worse for everyone else. We're like, yeah, but there's evil Santa.
Did Krampus eat the kids on the nice list or the naughty list?
That's a great question. That is, you see, you would think that he would eat the kids on the naughty list to like scare them off, but like that would make Krampus like a good person. Maybe Krampus ate people indiscriminately of all races, sexes, and locales. Krampus doesn't care where you're from. He just wants to grind your bones into a paste and eat it with white toast.
And or gummy bears.
And or gummy bears. You've clearly
That
dealt
is
with Krampus.
well known to be Krampus's one weakness. He's a sucker for some gummy bears.
I will crush your skull beneath my hands. And oh, are those gummy bears? I love Haribo. You shall be spared this time, Jonathan. But next time, I pull out your eyes and boil them. Merry Christmas. That would make for a great action movie, I think. Where like every villain or mad, like anytime anything happens, every sentence, every interaction has to end with Merry Christmas, no matter what.
It would make a great YouTube short.
That would be really entertaining.
It's like, I'm just worried. You know, it's been a hard year for everyone with the sicknesses going around. I'm just worried some people might not be having. They might be in a really dark place right now. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to that, man.
Merry
Krampus
Christmas.
is coming.
That's what the. Krampus is coming. Merry Christmas.
It's so ominous.
Like and reblog this so Krampus isn't outside your door.
Krampus is definitely the type of guy to eat Taco Tuesday, but on a Wednesday.
but the tacos are literally just kids.
And the Wednesday is every day.
Yeah.
It's just hump day, but endlessly hump day.
Eternal hump. The hump that does not lump. You are never reaching the top of the hump. You are only ever climbing. This has been the most loosely Christmas-based episode I think I've ever been a part of. I think
And it was beautiful.
it was lovely.
I don't have an answer for that.
And that was the episode. My Amazon Alexa interrupting whatever thought I was going to say. What an amazing time it's been. I want to wish all of you listeners a lovely Merry Christmas. Ben, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas
Merry
to all of my beautiful, beautiful midnight oilers out there.
To all of our midnight oilers. Is that what we're calling them? That's kind of
I
nasty.
don't know. It just flowed naturally, you know?
To all my oily boys and oily girls, I wish you all a happy holidays. Crawford Merck, thank you for coming on to the pod.
The pod was the place tonight. I mean, this morning.
I mean, this holiday season, because it is Christmas. Crawford, I'm sure everyone is already in love and enamored by you. Where can they locate you on the interwebs? Where can they give themselves the gift of Crawford?
So the gift of Crawford can be found on the IG at Crawford Merck. You could alternatively follow the band Instagram at The Forever's Band if you're into that kind of stuff.
Crawford Merck is quite the musician. If you've ever seen the first episode of Drake and Josh and remember the kid with red curly hair was behind the drums, that's actually Crawford in real
My
life.
alter ego is just Animal from the Muppets.
As he clearly has established. I don't. The Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, a joyous Kwanzaa, and a lovely holiday to you all. Merry Christmas.
Christmas!
Prima.